I just want you guys to know that you guys are capable of anything and you should be proud of yourself.
Welcome back to another midweek Modern Craftsman. Today I have some very special guests with me. My daughter Selby, who is 12, Tilly, who is 9, and their partner in crime, Frankie. She's also 9. 9, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about some big topics like work, what they want to be when they grow up, and whether construction is just for boys or if girls can do anything that boys can do and more. Now, I have a feeling I might get roasted a little bit along the way. They might bust my stones a bit, but that's okay. It's all part of the fun. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's hear what these 3 future leaders have to say. So let's start off a quick icebreaker. Let's introduce each one of them quickly. We're not going to take too much time. What your name is, maybe your favorite food, your hobbies, sports that you play, and then we'll get into the actual topics. All right, so we're going to go Selby first.
Hi, my name is Selby. I would say my favorite food is pizza. I play softball and volleyball. My hobbies are like my sports and Girl Scouts and fashion. What was the other one?
What's your favorite music?
Oh, I have like 17 favorite artists. So
Top 3.
Chappell Roan, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter.
All right. Next up, Tilly.
Hi, my name is Tilly. My favorite food is shrimp. I especially like it on pasta.
Girl likes shrimp.
My favorite music, my top 3 favorite artists are Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, and Chappell Roan.
What sports do you play?
Softball.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Either an artist or a preschool teacher.
Okay, Frankie.
I also like Zach Bryan.
Hi, my name is Frankie.
Sports.
I play soccer, basketball, and flag football.
Favorite food?
My favorite food is brisket with rice.
Whoa. Curveball. All right, what about what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an actor.
Favorite food?
I already did that.
Oh, I did? Oh, yeah, sorry, brisket. All right. What was the other one? What did I miss? We did sports.
Music.
Oh, yeah, music. Brisket. Oh, music, sorry.
I don't have a favorite artist.
All right, what do you like to listen to?
Classic rock.
All right, classic rock. You heard it here first. Now let's get into the real questions. I'm going to ask each one of you these questions and 15, 20-second answers maybe. All right, so Selb, you start off. What do you think adults actually do when they go to work?
I know my dad probably just hangs out with Polly, our dog. And my mom stays here for work. And I think she just throws out me and my sister's stuff. So I don't really know what real adults do when they go to work.
All right, Tilly, you're up next. If you could pick any job in the world that you had to do, what would it be and why?
Probably a preschool teacher because they are so cute and I love helping little kids. And someday maybe I do want to help.
All right, Frankie, what do you think makes a good what do you think makes a job good or bad? So start off with good. What do you think makes a job good?
Money.
Anything other than money?
Getting away from your kids.
Both good things. What do you think makes a job bad? Like worst job ever. You hate it. You never want to go. Bad boss?
Yeah.
Not working with your friends?
Mm.
All right, tell them.
Probably if your boss is like bossy and if they're just really mean, and also not having your like childhood friends with you.
So don't be a bossy boss.
You know who you are.
Do you think kids your age can already start learning skills for their future job?
1000%. So I think this because I'll give an example. Like, I play volleyball, and one of the options when I grow up is to be a volleyball player, and I've already played volleyball for like 3 or 4 years. So I think that kids, whatever they're passionate about, they can start learning as young as they want.
Till, what about you? Do you think that kids your age can start learning skills that they can use in their future when they get a real job?
Yeah, 100%. Especially like for instance, I have a lot of cousins, all on my dad's side, and about 3, 4 of them are babies, and I want to be a preschool teacher. So I think what Selby said, if they're passionate about anything, and they really like think they're really good at it, and like are just really into it, I think they could do a great job. And always believe in yourself. So yeah.
I'm getting inspired. Frankie, what about you? Do you think kids your age can start learning skills that they'll use down the road when they're adults?
Of course, I think that since I want to maybe become an actor, I could do like acting camps and I could take notes and like watch movies, learn how like their special effects worked. You could read books, look it up on the internet. It's always good to start earlier than you need to.
So these girls are hitting the ground running. All right, the next thing I want to ask you guys what you think of construction. Obviously, I work in construction. Frank, your dad's in construction, an electrician. So what do you think of, Selby, when you hear the word construction? What comes to mind?
I think of you. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But if I'm thinking like technical stuff, I think like building houses and like wood. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Same. All right, Till, what do you think my job looks like on a daily basis?
Um
Talk close.
um
When I leave and go to work, what's it look like?
oh, well, I think that you just get in the car, get Polly in the car, get there, and I feel like you mostly work on like roofs and stuff. And I'm like, well,
So I
yeah.
hope my insurance company's not listening to this because I do not work on roofs, but
I've seen you on a roof
maybe once.
once, yeah. I don't know what to say.
All right, so Tilly doesn't know what my job looks like day to day. Frank, what do you think I do every day when I go to work? If I go to work?
I think that you get in your car and then drive wherever and then look on your computer and ask the person that you're working for what they want and do it.
Easy enough. So, Selb, do you think construction is important? Why or why not?
I definitely think that construction is an important job because, as my Camp Matali says, you cannot survive 3 hours without shelter. And shelter is a very important thing, and construction just does that for you.
I like it. Till, what would you build if you could design it and build it? It can be anything.
I'd probably build like a hospital or something that would help like the poor or the people who don't have the homes.
This is like a Miss America pageant. You guys have great answers. Frank, what about you? If you could build anything, design it and build it, what would it be?
A clubhouse
For who?
for us three and my brother.
I guess I'm not included. Dang, clubhouse that I'm not allowed in. And I guess Parker's allowed in it too. I was at the Fine Home Building Summit last week and I sat down with a young woman who was in the trades and I was having a conversation with her about what it's like being a woman in a predominantly male driven industry. And I really want to continue the conversation with her. But since all of you are here and all of you are young women, I want to ask you some questions about construction and where you think you could possibly fit in that. So, Selb, do you think construction is only for boys or can girls do it too?
Girls can do anything, and I think that construction is for any gender.
All right, Tail, why do you think some people believe certain jobs are only for boys or for girls?
Well, I think that they probably don't like the other gender, but I think that anybody can do anything. and any gender can do anything they want. So the people who think that are just wrong.
Do you think it's because, for example, in construction, it might be dirty, you might be sweaty, you might need to be strong, there might be people saying bad words, using porta potties, and girls just don't want to be there?
No, I don't think that, because if you really think about it, like, girls get messy, girls get dirty, boys also get clean sometimes. So
Barely.
still.
All right. Frank, have you ever seen a woman working in construction, working on a building, working with your dad, anything like that?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they were doing? Was it in like residential construction? Were they working on houses? Or were they working on the roads? Were they working in the city on high rises?
I think they were working on like buildings.
All right. I'll be honest. I've seen women in commercial construction. I've seen them in residential construction. I've seen them in site work infrastructure. But primarily, I see boys working in construction, and I don't like it. And I think we should possibly try and change that, be more welcoming to women, other genders, anyone, be a very inclusive industry. The construction industry right now, it's predominantly male driven, and I don't think that needs to be the case. So if you, Selb, could change one thing about how adults think about boys and girls jobs, what would it be? Like, if you could change something about my industry with girls, what would the adults have to do to make it stick?
I think one thing I would change is like stereotypes, like boys are stronger than girls, boys are faster than girls. I think that can be the case because of science and physics, but also that a lot of the times is not the case. And in the construction industry, I just think the stereotypes are like, oh yeah, girls shouldn't do this, it's messy, girls shouldn't do this, they're lifting stuff. But I think that adults could help change this by like more women in commercials, like more women in their businesses, and like more women at like events, like the kind of events that my dad goes to.
Till, do you think there's something that you do that people would be surprised you're able to do well as a girl, or something that you do that you can do just as good as a boy would be able to do it?
Let me think about that for a minute.
Like, it could be anything. It could be ride your bike. It could be schoolwork, math, reading, softball.
Yeah, I ride my bike in Cape Cod every year, and throughout the whole week, we rode 30, 25?
I think it was more than that.
Well, we rode like 35 miles throughout the whole week, and like Selby said, I don't want to hear the things like boys are faster, boys are stronger.
So do you think you're a faster runner than a lot of boys?
Yeah, sometimes.
Faster bike rider?
Mm-hmm.
Think you can throw as far?
Yeah.
Do you think you can toot as loud?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. She can. I've seen it. Well, actually, no, you can't. You're not allowed to.
Not
Your
me,
sister.
My sister.
Your sister could definitely.
I have silent toots, you see.
Yeah.
I just want to say to everybody out there, I just want you guys to know that you guys are capable of anything, and you should be proud of yourself.
All right, Frank, what's one thing that you can do, or a couple things that you can do that you feel you do as well, if not better than boys?
Sports.
What sports?
Sports that include running, catching. Like you need to be strong to do these sports.
Do you think you're faster than me?
No.
Pretty close, though, in the obstacle course at the summer party. We're pretty close, right?
I'm faster than him in sprinting.
What about Frank? What about the obstacle course? We're pretty close.
I beat you a few times.
I think that you could beat me in soccer. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, so Frank's taken me in soccer. It's not even close. You gonna slide tackle me, Frank? She's shaking her head. Yeah. So, as far as future goes, I know you're young. Selby's in 7th grade. Tilly and Frankie are in 4th grade. But you're going to be high schoolers before you know it. You're going to be in college. You're going to be adults before you know it. Could you ever see yourself working in construction?
I could see myself working in interior design, but the actual building, I think it is a possibility, but I think I would rather do like the interior part, or the job I want to have is a fashion designer. So things like that side of construction, I wouldn't mind working in.
All right, so interior design is primarily a female-based industry. There are male interior designers and designers, but generally speaking, there's more women than men. Do you think that's a job that they can do equally well?
Yeah, I mean, I know more girls that do interior design than boys, but yeah, boys are still capable of it.
Do you think that you'd ever be swinging a hammer in construction?
I know I'm capable of it, but I'm not really interested in that stuff. I'm more interested in preschool or artist, but I know I'm capable of it.
So what if I needed help on a job? Would you come help me?
Guys, yes, I would. Look at these muscles.
Dang. All right, Frank, could you ever see yourself working in construction, even if it's like a job like your dad, like he's a project manager for an electrical contractor? Could you see yourself doing something like that?
Yeah, I could, just maybe not for a long time.
All right. Well, she doesn't have a long career in construction, but she says she can do it. So if you had to start your own company, Frank, today, what would you do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really have an idea of what a good company would be like.
Well, what do you enjoy doing?
I enjoy being athletic and stuff.
So do you think you could become an athletic trainer or a soccer trainer?
Not a soccer trainer, but maybe an athletic trainer.
So one thing I've learned, that you can be passionate about something, but you might not be a good business person. So even sometimes you can start a business that has nothing to do with what you like, but you can make money at it and create a profitable business about it. But if you really do like it, it makes work a little bit easier when you like what you're doing every day. So what about you? What type of company are you going to start
So is that like right now or in the future?
right now?
Right now, since I'm like very busy, I think that if I were to start a company right now, maybe like something to do with like activism, because I like that kind of stuff. And I don't think that right now I am prepared to start a full company. And I think activism, it's good. It's a nice thing to do. And it doesn't, I don't really think it takes up too much time.
All right, Till, what type of company are you starting?
It can be anything.
Yep.
So it could be the thing I want to be.
What?
I want to be a preschool teacher.
All right, so you're going to start a preschool or a school, or you're going to start a tutoring service? What are you going to do?
I think I might just like join a school and just be a teacher there.
All right. What advice would you give to adults about work?
For the one I want to be.
No, just in general. Like when you think of me and you think of work, what's one thing that you would tell me to either inspire me to work harder, to continue doing all that I can do? What's something that you would tell me about work?
I'd say to bring a lot of extra things, like extra pipes, extra wood, just a lot of extra.
So I don't have to leave and go to the store and I could just continue working?
Yeah, like you just lost your, forget what it's called, but you have to buy a new one.
See, so I was thinking more so like follow your dreams, do something that you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. Keep maintain positivity, treat your clients well, stuff like that. But I mean,
Yeah,
it works. I'll just bring extra stuff.
yeah. Follow your dream, but still bring extra stuff while following your dream.
All right, good idea. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Frankie's got to go. Her mom's calling us. We're going to get in trouble. What's one word to describe what you'd want your future to feel like? One word. Like when you think 5 years from now, you're 9 right now, you're going to be 14, probably 8th grade. What's one thing that you want your future to feel like?
Creative.
I like it. How about you, Till?
Also creative and is wonderful.
So, one word.
Magical.
All right, you heard it. Thanks, girls. I'll wrap things up. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on the podcast. You are my first in-house guests. Good job. I'm going to send this over to editor. He's going to make you all sound like absolute rock stars and professionals, but maybe we'll get you back on. Maybe you guys can interview me. All right, girls. Thanks. So the girls asked me to record a podcast in my studio, so I gave them full reign in my studio for 10 minutes. I had no idea what they were doing in here. And while they were in here, I decided I was in the other room and I was thinking, you know what, while I all have them here, I could probably bang out another midweek and I could ask them just their thoughts on work, business, what they want for their future, what they think of boys and girls, and what they can do for careers, and if it's gender oriented or gender neutral. Just some pretty simple questions. You can tell that Selby is the quintessential epitome of a 12-year-old saying like a lot. Tilly is an absolute character. Frankie's a little bit reserved and more calculated, to be expected. She's in our studio in our house and a little more tame. But off camera, those girls are absolutely wild, super smart. I have no doubts that all of them will be very successful in life, regardless of what they do. They have good people in their corners. They are smart. They are fun. They are funny. At times, they can be a bit much, and I just want them to leave. Sometimes they fight. But all in all, we're glad to have all three of them in our lives. And I'm hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast, getting three young girls on here. Like I said, I sat down at the Fine Home Building Summit and had a conversation with a young woman about her experience in the trades and what she wants to do and some of her goals and her visions for women in construction and promoting just a more inclusive industry. And it got me thinking with my kids, is this something that they would ever do? Would they ever consider working in construction? Would they ever consider doing what I do? Not that I want them to, but it just got me thinking, and I figured it was a really good opportunity to strike while the iron's hot. I had all of them here and I had the podcast studio up and running. I'm not sure what they recorded without me being in here. I'm sure that it's absolutely hilarious. But hopefully all of you enjoyed this. I also want to get my wife on at some point. But you heard the first Modern Craftsman midweek with my daughters and our neighbor, Frankie. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it brought some levity and some smiles and some innocence to your work week. And I will catch all of you on the next one.